Sa glaucoma, ang tatandaan niya lang dyan is increase yung IOP. Ganun lang siya. Increase yung IOP niya kasi there could be reasons kung bakit nangyayari yung increased IOP na yon. Pwedeng yung aqueous humor niya is hindi nakakalabas. So, ayun, sa mata guys, may dalawang liquid dyan. May dalawang fluid component yan. Merong tinatawag na vitreous humor. Ito yan. Ito siya. Vitreous humor and aqueous humor. Ito naman yung aqueous humor. Dito. Basta dito siya. So, para matandaan nyo guys, si aqueous is nasa anterior. Anterior yan. Anterior part. Tapos, si vitreous is nasa posterior part yan. Nasa likod. 'Di ba mauuna yung A at saka bago yung V. So, aqueous humor, vitreous humor. Ganun. So, sila yung dalawang fluid na nasa mata na kailangan silang nade-drain. I mean, actually, it's only the aqueous humor ang may involvement sa increase ng IOP kapag hindi siya nade-drain. Kasi, need kasi siyang ma-drain, guys. Yung trabecular meshwork na to, parang yan siya, canal yan siya. Parang dun made-drain yung, aqueous humor. Kasi kung hindi siya ma-drain dyan, mapupunta siya dito, magpupull siya dito. So, hindi siya makakalabas. So, tataas talaga yung IOP kasi natrap siya. Ganun. There's a lot of reasons why it happens. And, titignan natin yun. So, nasisira yung retina niya. That's why if the retina is damaged, could lead also to glaucoma. And ito yung normal pressure niya. Tandaan nyo lang yan. Pag anything above 21 millimeters of mercury, it is already considered glaucoma. And optic neuropathy, pwede rin madamage kasi yung.
By the way guys, you can avail my PNL eReviewer Plus tracker, your review made easy for 99 pesos only, with specific chapters and exams included. All you have to do is to study. Just send a PM to avail the discounted price for my TikTok and YouTube followers. Happy studying, nurses!
Optic nerve, which is andito, ayan siya. It is the thing na nagsisignal sa brain na, oh, I got this image. Let me see. Ganon. Let me see. Sabi ni brain, let me see. Ayun. Ayun lang naman siya. So, there, nagkakaroon ng loss ng peripheral visual field. If you know, yung parang, mga kabayo, kapag nasa kalesa sila, 'di ba meron silang harang sa mata, yung parang blinders ba tawag? Parang same concept lang siya nung dito, sa peripheral visual fields. Kumbaga, nawawala yung peripheral visual fields nila, sa gitna lang sila nakatingin. Yun yung tunnel vision. And then, yeah, this is irreversible. Unlike ng cataract na reversible, this is irreversible. Kasi, hindi na siya ma-retrieve once na damage si optic nerve, that's the end of it. Like, this is, there's no way for the eyes to see, to interpret yung nakikita niya for it to send it to the brain. Kasi that's the job of the optic nerve. So, it's already damaged kasi nga of the increasing IOP. Mga types niya to. Open angle glaucoma, angle closure, or close angle lang ito. Close angle glaucoma, congenital glaucoma, glaucoma associated with other conditions. So, let's see. Open angle glaucoma. It means na ang problem lang dito, yung aqueous humor mo, hindi siya nade-drain ng maayos doon sa parang canal of Schlemm, or trabecular meshwork na tinatawag. Yun lang yung problem na hindi na-drain properly. What does it mean? May nade-drain. There's this function of the trabecular meshwork. Pero, ang problem lang is hindi lang nade-drain ng maayos yung aqueous. So, magpupul pa rin sa loob yung aqueous humor, tataas pa rin yung IOP. Although, let's say may nade-drain, konti lang, ganun. Pero, may possibility na pa rin, mag-pull pa rin siya sa loob. Kaya siya open angle glaucoma. Now, si angle closure glaucoma, o kaya naman si close angle, ang tawag sa kanya, kaya siya close kasi barado talaga siya, guys. So, may mechanical blockage siya. Meron siyang bara subtrabecular meshwork. Kaya yung supposedly aqueous humor na magde-drain sa trabecular meshwork, hindi siya nakaka-drain doon. So, ang nangyayari, ayun, naiipon siya sa loob. 'Di ba? Hindi siya makadrain eh. So, ayun. Sa risk factors naman, may history. So, factor to. Thin cornea, African American, age-related din siya, diabetes mellitus, you know it already, cardiovascular diseases, of course, migraine syndrome, might be, contributing sa IOP. Ano naman yung range. So, may mga theory kung bakit nangyayari yung glaucoma. First theory is na damage si optic nerve. The optic nerve kasi, yun yung nerve na direkta na nagsasend ng signal or ng input from the eyes going to the brain. So, if ever na damage siya, sino ang magsasabi kay brain na nakita ko tong color na ganito, nakita ko yung image na ganito, nakakita ko ng something. Wala na, 'di ba? So, wala ka na talagang vision kasi wala ka na na-perceive na image. So, that's the reason why. Then, direct mechanical theory, pwedeng may damage din sa retinal layer due to increase na IOP. Imagine, kung sobrang taas ng pressure sa loob ng mata, it will eventually damage the retina. That's why, pwede siyang masira. And, nagiging siya, kumbaga, 'di ba yung retina is nandito, tapos yung optic nerve ito. So, eventually, madadamage ng dalawa. Wala na yung image na nagper-perceive na nakikita ng mata. Wala na yung taga-send dun ng images na nakikita ng mata sa brain, which is trabaho nila yan. So, hindi sila nagpa-function ng maayos. Ayun. Meron din siya indirect ischemic theory daw. So, pwede ischemic. It means na bawasan yung blood flow, nabawasan yung supply ng oxygen doon sa area, hindi na na-nourish. Yun yung ischemic, 'di ba? So, ayun, kasi nga ang idea sa mata is maliliit lang yung vessels diyan, blood vessels. So, kapag ka may minor vasoconstriction, yung dugo malapot like sa diabetes mellitus patients, nagkakaroon talaga ng problem ang blood flow sa mata. So, nagiging ischemia or nade-decrease ang kanilang nourishment ng blood vessels. Kasi nga, yung blood vessel may problem, ganon. So, ayan. Then, sa signs and symptoms. Here, actually, this is like, na tayo ng signs and symptoms of open angle. So, pag sa around lights, may parang halo ka nakikita. Ganun yung sa open angle. Kapag, may gradual loss of peripheral vision na rin yan siya. Katulad na lang ng sa mga kabayo, wala silang vision sa periphery, which is called tunnel vision. Ganun yung vision ng mga ng may open angle glaucoma. Tapos, yung IOP niya is around 24 to 32. So, that is above the range na binigay ko kanina, right? So, ganun. So, sa tonometer. Tonometer, ito yung parang measuring device na ginagamit para measure yung IOP. So, pagka sinabi, ano yung device na nagme-measure ng IOP? That is called tonometry or tonometer. Ito siya. Nandito siya sa unang slides. Kaya hindi ko siya muna parang inintroduce kasi para maging related naman siya sa introduction natin there. So, mini-measure niya is yung IOP. This is the standard measuring device ng IOP. Yan. Measures IOP. Supposed to be nasa within normal range siya. Pero kung mataas, syempre, that's glaucoma already. Naman, ng both, I think, angle closure or close. Ay, charot lang pala. Pag close naman, syempre, imagine, if hindi nakakalabas yung aqueous humor na dapat na-drain, that's much higher IOP, right? Kasi hindi siya nakakalabas. Unlike ng open angle, na kahit paano may na-drain dito, wala talaga. So, mas marami siyang nararamdaman. May nausea, halos around lights din, may severe frontal headache, ganon. Meron siyang tunnel vision, may ganyan din siya. So, meron pwedeng may conjunctivitis pa siya. So, marami siyang pwedeng maging patunguhan. Pwede siyang maraming maramdaman. Ganun. So, ang usually naman, ang mas taas siya, ganito na yung 50 and above na yung kanyang IOP. Kung dito, mga close to normal range pa, kapag ka open angle, dito mataas na talaga, as in double or triple the normal value ng IOP. Then, ito yung parang unique sa kanya. May halo around ng lights, yung vision niya, tapos may tunnel vision siya. Tunnel vision, yung nalolos, nawawala. Ayun yung tawag dito. Ayun yung kanyang pwede niyong tandaan na clinical manifestation ng glaucoma na wala sa ibang mga eye disorders. Ayun. And of course, this is painful. Masakit yan kasi mataas yung IOP. Unlike nung sa cataract na hindi siya mataas. And hindi nag-exceed sa normal range ng IOP ang nasa cataract. Kaya hindi nakaka-experience ng pain yung tao. There. Yeah. Tapos sa diagnostic procedures naman nila, this is about the tonometry. This is the thing na i-measure yung IOP mo. This is important kasi might be asked if mabunot nyo yung mga special senses na yan. It can be asked. Yun. Then, ophthalmoscopy sa mata, tapos oscopy is mabe-visualize nila yung optic nerve sa opta. Ayun. Genioscopy. So, filtration angle. So, ibig sabihin, how efficient yung pag-function nung nung trabecular meshwork na yon para ma-drain niya si aqueous humor. Is it functioning very well? Yun yung imi-measure ni gonioscopy. Then, perimetry, visual fields, of course, periphery. Parang periphery, perimetry, visual fields yan. Kasi nga, ang nangyayari sa glaucoma, nagkakaroon sila ng loss of peripheral vision. Tunnel vision na lang yung natitira sa kanila. Ganyan. Tunnel vision. There. Diretso lang ang tingin. Hindi sa gilid ng mata. Yeah. So, tunnel vision na lang nangyayari sa kanila. Wala na silang peripheral. Kasi yung peripheral is nasa sides ng mata. Yun. Ayun. Then, medical management. Ayun. So, we have to prevent the damage of the optic nerve. We have to preserve it at all costs. That's the goal of the management. And then, least risk. Kasi nga, glaucoma is irreversible. So, hindi na siya. Once the damage occurred, once the optic nerve is damaged, it will no longer serve its purpose. The eyes will no longer see kasi nga, optic nerve is already damaged. So, at least, mabawasan na yung risk ng pasyente kapag at risk siya or candidate siya for glaucoma. So, maintain yung IOP within normal range, which is 10 to 21. And the drugs. Okay, unlike nung kanina, wala siyang drugs. There, it has a lot of drugs, I think. Like, marami. Not to threaten you. Ayun naman siya. So, ang mga gamot dyan, yung beta blockers, mga olol-olol, ganun. Beta blockers, ano ba yung beta blockers? Diba? It blocks the catecholamines, yung mga fight or flight response, ganun. What happens ba when the pupils is, nagfa-fight or flight response? Is it dilating? Is the pupil dilated? Or is the pupil constricted? Ganyan. Diba? Pagka sa fight or flight, nasa danger yung tao, it's more likely, this is the manifestation, malaki yung pupils ng mata. And what happens kapag malaki yung pupils ng mata? It further blocks the angle. So, in short, hindi siya magandang idea if yung patient is suffering from fight or flight response, yung sympathetic nervous system niya activated. Kasi it will worsen the condition. It will worsen the IOP. It will worsen the blockage na meron. Yung mga angles, yung mga canal of Schlemm, yung trabecular meshwork na yon na dapat nade-drain or sila yung nagde-drain ng fluid ng aqueous humor, nabablock yon because of the dilated pupil there. That's why we give these the beta blockers, because they block catecholamines, the sympathetic and parasympathetic response of the body, therefore increasing the parasympathetic. So pag parasympathetic, of course, the is there. Constricted na yung pupils, and it will let the trabecular meshwork to function very well to drain the aqueous humor so that the IOP will be manageable or more manageable. Ayun, mga olol drugs. Yeah. The outflow and reduce the aqueous humor. Ayun lang naman yung dyan. Ayan. Punctual occlusion to limit systemic effects. Because beta blockers have a lot of, pwede siyang mag-lead to bradycardia or cardiac failure this way. So, management na lang din ng mismong drug. Cholinergics. Okay. Myotics. What is myotics and mydriatics? Myotics will cause the pupil to be constricted because it's myotic. Like, myotic. Maliit lang siya. However, kapag mydriatic, parang malaki siya, diba? So, it will dilate the pupils. And what I said is that, pag dilated ang pupils, it will worsen the condition of the patient na may, glaucoma. Both especially yung open angle, kasi hindi na siya masyadong mag-drain. And further, mag-i-increase ang kanilang IOP. Then, cholinergics. Okay. Pupillary constriction. That's what I was talking about. This is the one of the goals, to constrict the pupil so that yung canal kung saan ma-drain is magfa-function very well. So, ayan siya. I-view nyo na lang yung mga example ng cholinergic drugs, pilocarpine, ganun. Increase the outflow of the aqueous humor. Then, ang caution lang sa kanya is diminished vision in dimly lit areas. So, risk for fall din yan. At saka safety yung priority. Then, adrenergic agonists. Kapag ka-agonist, it is kakampi or kalaban. It is kakampi. Okay, kakampi yan. Sympathomimetic. It enhances the sympathetic response of the body. I mean, it sympathizes with the response rather, not the sympathetic response, but it sympathizes. Kumbaga, kinakampihan niya yung adrenergic actions, ganun. So, anyway, alpha-2 agonists. Ayun, adrenergic agents, basta mga ganun. Sa mostly naman sa kanila is ang gusto nila is ma-enhance yung parasympathetic response para yung pupils will be constricted rather than dilated, because kung naka-sympathetic response yan, fight or flight response ng katawan, ang magiging response ng mata is dilation of pupils, which is we don't want to happen. Ayun, carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. Medyo, naman yan? OA naman yan. Basta yung ganyan. Ayun, diuretics daw siya. Prostaglandin analogs. Okay. Ayan. Pero hindi daw sila affect ng pupil size. Ayun, good to know lang naman siya. Meron naman din notes dito, decrease aqueous humor, tapos nag-i-increase ng aqueous outflow. Pag nag-decrease ng aqueous humor, yung aqueous humor production mismo yung apektado. So, unti lang yung aqueous humor na napaproduce para hindi masyadong matrap doon sa sa trabecular meshwork. And, increase aqueous outflow, which means maganda yung outflow niya. Kung open angle glaucoma yan, makakalusot na maayos dun sa trabecular meshwork. Then, sa surgical management, trabeculoplasty. What do you mean by plasty? It is repair. Whenever you see the word plasty or suffix plasty, it means repair. So, you mean trabeculoplasty. So, you will repair the trabecular meshwork. Diba? Kasi the trabecular meshwork, especially in the, tawag dito, both naman, may problem sa pagde-drain ng fluid. Either barado or onti lang yung nade-drain. So, trabeculoplasty is the key para surgically ayos siya. Mari-repair yung trabecular meshwork para mas maayos na yung outflow ng aqueous humor. And iridotomy. Otomy. What is otomy? Otomy is an opening. So, more likely, trabeculoplasty will be applied sa open angle. Because the problem there is hindi na-drain ng maayos. So, you have to repair it para ma-drain ng maayos. And in this one, iridotomy. Iridotomy is a small hole punching. Para siyang nagpa-punch lang ng small hole. So, this is ideal for close angle glaucoma yan. Kasi nga, wala kasing opening doon. So, the IOP will eventually increase hanggang ma-damage si retina, hanggang ma-damage si optic nerve, which is something that we don't want to happen. That's why they do that. Trabeculoplasty and iridotomy. Then, drainage implant, shunt. Ay, kailangan nyo matandaan. This is for open angle and this is for close angle. And then, trabeculoplasty and then iridotomy. So, ganun lang siya. Then, teaching plan sa nature ng disease na once it is pinatagal, ganun, mas delikado siya. Mas mataas yung risk ng damage and irreversible siya, especially kapag optic nerve na yung pinag-usapan. And, yung mga glaucoma-controlled medication and vision, of course, what you want to happen is ma-activate yung parasympathetic para yung pupils niya is magko-constrict. So, may effects din yung mga drugs na yun, right? Yung beta blockers, syempre papahinain niya yung beats ng heart and all, ganun. So, yeah. So, para magkaroon ng emotional support, Then, know your intraocular pressure measurement in the desired range. What measures the IOP again? It is the tonometry. So, tonometry yan ha. Don't forget, tonometry. It is the device that measures the IOP. So, you have to keep updated about the intraocular pressure kasi pag lagi yung mataas, pwedeng makadamage ng optic nerve and retina. So, yeah. Medications, ayun, side effects, yun lang naman yung mga kineso niya sa buhay. Ayun, patapos na pala to. Works for you, other references, ganun. Yun lang naman yung niya. Then, ang importante lang kasi dyan is, ma-manage mo siya. Yung IOP is maintained sa normal range, tapos, kailangan, i-measure mo siya via tonometry, kailangan, yung IOP niya is at least ma-maintain mo siya as close as possible dun sa normal range kasi it could lead to optic nerve damage which is irreversible. Once it happens na optic nerve na yung na-damage, wala na tayong magagawa dun. Because that's where the eyesight mag-e-end na yung kanyang era na nakakakita siya. Mabubulag na siya, guys. Ayun. So, next na tayo sa retinal detachment.
By the way, nurses, if you enjoyed this video, help me launch my YouTube channel at Moni_RN2025 so I can post more and full version of lecture and Russia videos of your highly requested topics soon. Your subscription is highly appreciated, and good luck, nurses. Love, love.